Should he be standing right there, like, next to the train tracks? Okay. Who is this? It's me! Whoa, that's... Okay, I was not expecting that. How do you forget anybody you went out with? Hello fellow anime geeks and welcome to another review in my quest to try every anime series that I can. Here's the usual 4 questions that I use to organize my thoughts, and today's anime really does require some organized thought because it's another one of those where I have to be extra careful not to reveal any of the twists and turns within the plot. Tokyo Revengers. The mal tags are action, drama, school, shounen, and supernatural, and I have to say, apart from the school tag, because we didn't really spend a lot of time on school life, the rest of the tags actually do make sense, but I want to clarify that the supernatural tag is there because this story deals with time travel. Time travel that doesn't seem tied to a specific sci-fi tech, instead it's inherent in our protagonist, therefore supernatural, and not at all what I was expecting from that poster and those tags. As far as what this reminds me of, I think the comparison to Erased is pretty obvious. Both of these revolve around solving a murder and stopping a person or persons that our protagonist wasn't really aware of previously but has encountered. Similarly, there's this broadening of perspective and observation of different systems and organizations and relationships, much like the aptly named movie that preceded both of these manga, The Butterfly Effect. So I'm going to say that this is a psychological thriller despite the more shonen manga style action and humor and protagonist and just overall less oppressive tone in Tokyo Revengers. This story is still pretty dark though. Our protagonist starts off as this sort of pre-fantastical event loserish anime character or damaningen, but a couple of dire experiences trigger his ability to leap his consciousness 12 years into the past. He sets off trying to prevent the murder of somebody that he cares about, but as he gains more strength of character, his efforts still feel very bleak because he's facing such overwhelming odds, and as the identity of the evil that he's facing becomes clearer, more and more casualties begin to surface. In terms of originality, I don't think that this time travel premise is very unique. In fact, I feel like Erased handled its actual logistics better. It's also just really difficult for me to swallow a time travel premise. I really like physics, so I feel like you either have to do an amazing job setting up your universe and proving that time travel can exist within it, or it just has to be something completely crazy and fantastical, but still not create any timeline inconsistencies. For this, I like things like Steins and About Time. I won't spoil the details of how our protagonist's power actually works, but I can tell you that we still don't know why he has this power. He's never exhibited before, and it's got some mechanisms and observer inconsistencies that kind of remind me of the fun but naive Back to the Future. It does at least create a different timeline for our protagonist's changed actions, and it's not my least favorite kind of time travel storyline wherein time loops back around and the events of the time leap were actually necessary parts for our protagonist's future timeline, i.e. Kamisama Hajimemashita and Harry Potter, although I'll have to give the Haruhi Suzumiya movie a pass on this one. I think where this story actually shines is in character development and setting. This look into the world of organized crime, all of the allegiances and connections, the turf wars, the hierarchies, and how all of these volatile elements interact with each other is fascinating. Plus, the trope of the delinquent with the heart of gold is a personal favorite of mine. And there's real character growth in our good guy protagonist. The change that he undergoes is both realistic and compelling. It speaks to the power of having purpose and all of our own potential in being able to change our own outcomes. I haven't liked a character change like this since 12 Kingdoms. So despite my qualms with the whole time travel premise, I do think that this story is compelling and therefore worthwhile. At least to somebody out there. I think that you might like this if you are normally into criminal investigation and like psychological thrillers. Like I said, I think that the human element in this really shines. I am a bit concerned as to what we're going to accomplish in these 24 promised episodes. The manga is still going. And on that note, I'll catch you in the next video. Oh man. I don't know about the whole time travel thing, but like, I want to see this character evolve. Don't tell me he was the... Oh, you lying little... Ugh. No, 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 no. What? Wait, what? Uh-oh. Oof.